If you're struggling filming and editing your videos and you're tired of low quality videos and you want to get better and increase your views, then take you to the right place. I'll be showing you guys how to do the highly requested product drop transition that you can do with skincare or pillows, and also just some of my tips and tricks on how I film and edit my videos. These are some examples of videos that I've made in the past, and they all have the things I'm going to be showing you today so you can make videos similar to these. I recommend using a tripod to help film your videos. It helps if you have shaky hands and if you want to do cool angles. These are the two I have, and I'll put the links for these down in the description. I recommend investing in a tripod because you can experiment with different angles and it makes the overall quality of your videos better. You can try to get one with a light so you can have good lighting, but this isn't the only way you can get good lighting. Also, a sturdy place for your phone or camera will also come in handy for the product drop transition I will show you. But overall, I think having a tripod is a super useful tool for filming these types of videos. I use the camera app on my iPhone 13 to record and CapCut to edit my videos. Now I'm going to teach you to do the product drop transition. You're first going to go to your camera and record a video and then take a picture while you're still recording without any products. Then you're going to do the same thing, but this time take a picture of your first product in the frame and then continue taking pictures of each of your items you're using in the transition. Also, finding a sturdy spot for your phone while you're doing this is super helpful. And make sure you're taking the pictures while you're recording, otherwise it won't look as good. Once you're done filming the transition of your products, go to your app store and download the app called Magic Eraser. This is going to help us remove the backgrounds of the pictures we took of the product. And it is free to download, so just scroll until you find the app and then download it. You can use other background remover apps, but this is the app that works best for me. Once you're in Magic Eraser, they're going to try to get you to buy their premium option. Just wait a little bit until you see the X pop up in the top right corner, then press the X, then press remove background, then select new, then select the first photo of the first item in the transition. Usually AI will remove the background for you, but if it doesn't fully remove it, you can remove it manually. Once the background is removed, press download and then press save to photos. Continue this for all the clips in the transition. If AI doesn't fully remove the background, you can just erase it manually with the erase tool. You also only want one product visible at a time when you remove the background. Once you have removed the background of all the clips you're going to use, open CapCut and then select New Video. Then add the photo you took without any product in it. Make sure it's the photo and not the video. Once you have the photo in, scroll to the side on the bottom toolbar until you see Overlay. Then add Overlay and select the first item you want to show with the background removed. You can size and position the overlay however you like, but I like having it about the same size as the actual product. This makes the effect look more realistic. To add the animation, make sure the little white bar is set to the beginning of the video. Also, make sure your overlay is selected, then scroll to the side on your toolbar until you find animations, and then scroll down until you find the animation that says slide down. Once you have the animation, you can click on it to adjust the speed. I did 0.9 as my speed, then I positioned the overlay from the start of the clip so it would look like it's floating in the air and then dropping onto the table at the end of the clip. So for an example, at the beginning of the clip, the product needs to be in the air, the middle it needs to be falling, and at the end of the clip, the product needs to be in the final position. Next, you're going to go ahead and add the clip where you took the picture of the first product in your frame. I like to adjust the overlay so once the actual product is in the frame, it looks like it actually fell. Then add the second product you want with the background removed, and then add it as an overlay, and continue the process for each of your items. At the end, you should have something like this. You can do this transition with anything you like skincare or pillows. Now we're going to move on to filming basics. I try to use cinematic mode when I'm filming, but a regular video is fine too. When filming, I try to experiment with different styles and how my products move. It's important that you have a steady speed and a clean background when filming. Also, make sure your products are clear and visible and aren't too close to the camera. Lighting is super important, and it'll honestly make or break the quality of your entire video. I always get comments asking how I get really good lighting, and honestly, I just try to use natural light. This gives the best lighting. or like other smaller light sources like a ring light or a lamp can help, other than like big light in a dark room. Now we're going to move on to editing basics. I use CapCut to edit all my videos. Once you're done filming the clips, go to CapCut and add in the clips from start to finish. There should be a little button on the side that says trim when you press on the clip. I like trimming mine down to as short as possible, but still long enough to get the full transition with the clip and not cutting it short. Once you have all the clips in, you can see that 1 second per clip is still too long. I like dragging on the clip to shorten it to either about 0.5 seconds or 0.4 seconds. Make sure you shorten both the beginning and the end of the clip. For example, if you're turning a product, make sure you get the full turn, but cut the parts where you are holding it or you're not turning it after the transition. Once you shorten all your clips, scroll to the side on the bottom toolbar until you see the button Adjust. Press that, and here you can change the lighting of your video. You can enhance the brightness or the saturation of video so that it looks more vibrant and fits the aesthetic you want for your video. Even if you already have decent lighting in your clips, I still recommend using this because it can make the lighting and the quality look nicer. You don't want to enhance it too much because you still want it to look like natural lighting and not like fake lighting or a filter. Only use this to enhance, don't rely on this for the entire lighting of your video. Once you're done enhancing, you should see a little purple bar, and that's like the enhancement. Make sure you move it to the entire duration of your video or however long you want it to be enhanced for. Now that you're done with that, you can add text to your video. To add text, click the text on the toolbar and then press Add Text. I like adding a little phrase telling the viewers what this video is about. Make sure you write what matches the style of your video and not just something random. I also like adding emojis that go with the vibe of your video. Try not to add too many emojis or emojis with faces, and keep your text short and not too long. You can change the size of the text. I like putting it in the center of my video, but you can put it wherever you like. Here are some fonts that I like to use that are free to download in CapCut. Something that I like doing is adding my YouTube handle to my videos so nobody can steal them, and also just gives it like a personal flair. Once you've added your handle, click Styles and then drag the bar that says opacity to about 30%. You can resize and position it wherever you like. I recommend like in the corners or like beneath the text that you just put. You can add animations. I like doing like the wave animation, but you can do whatever you like. I just recommend choosing an animation that is like in a loop and it keeps going throughout the entire video. Once you're done, export your video and save it to your photos, and then head to YouTube and create a new short. In YouTube, you can also adjust sound, and there's some editing options as well. Adding hashtags is super important because it helps people find your videos more easily. Make sure you're using hashtags that go with the style of your video. Anyways, I hope these tips helped you out. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.